my name is Cody, and I'm here in Boystown / Wrigleyville, and I'm asking people about hookups. So, state your name, or you could use an alias too if you want.
Tree banger.
Tree banger, okay.
Yep, numero uno.
Uno?
I'll use my real name, it's Craig.
Hey, Craig.
I'm
you want to be in this?
Yeah, I'll be in this.
Okay.
Fabian.
Clyde Oakdale.
My name is Melissa.
My name's Tierney, like a tear on your knee.
Aiden Clark.
Brad and Stefan. Okay. So, how do you guys feel about hookups?
What do you mean by hookup?
Well, actually, like a one-night stand.
Oh, one-night stands.
Yeah.
I fear them.
They're great.
They're great?
I celebrate them. My favorite thing about one night
Celebrate
hookups
his entire
is
calendar.
basically if you don't like the girl, then you set your alarm for 5 a.m.
Okay.
If you do like her, you leave your
Don't
wallet
set your
behind.
alarm.
Okay.
Do that
Don't
whole
set
thing
your
like I left my wallet at your house. So now I have to come back and get it. We can do it one more
How
time.
about you? How do you feel?
I'll be cheesy about this. I mean, there's no emotional baggage, which is nice, but like sex is the same without that emotional shit going on.
Yes, Melissa.
One night stands are the best thing you can have.
Okay.
They tell you whether or not you like a person. If you're gonna go for it, you go for it. If you don't want to go for it, then you're not meant to be.
I'm totally game. Yeah, the more sexual experiences, the better. I feel like sex is it's kind of an example of self-expression, and I feel like the more you do it, it's like painting. The more often you paint, the better you get. The more sex you have, the better you get at it.
Sometimes, I guess, if you're a physical person, then they're necessary. But me, myself, I feel that a person should show a little bit of restraint for the most part. You know, because showing restraint, you get more out of the relationship if you wait than if you don't wait.
I love him.
I don't like hookups because I feel emotionally unattached afterwards, and then I start hating myself after hookups because, like, I feel like this guy just used me for sex, and now I'm going to go and just have to live my life with his DNA inside of me. But
Whatever.
I always use
Ryan is
protection.
fucking college.
How often you guys have hookups? It's like
Ask
a daily
Clyde.
thing? Daily thing, Clive? Daily?
Clyde.
Clyde.
I feel that they're so infrequent that some of us never experience them.
Okay. You said you fear them, Ryan. So
I
how
do
you
fear
fear
them.
them?
Yeah, because I worry every time I meet a guy that's like hitting on me, I like think, oh, you just want some one-night stand, and then I push him away.
Oh God, I hate that. All right.
Is that only because of where you meet them?
Not
I don't know what
often.
Not often enough? Okay. How about you? Often?
Well, I don't think my girlfriend would really appreciate it if I had too many one night stands.
Actually, just in case, I do have a little package that I carry with me.
A one-night
I
stand.
have a little hookup kit, and there's condoms in it, and I think I do have ibuprofen. That's not, yeah, I carry,
For the morning.
yeah, I
For the
carry
morning.
condoms and ibuprofen on me at all times.
That's awesome.
I could be going to Starbucks to have a coffee, and I'm taking this with me.
So once in a while, once occasions, or never? Or...
It's something I've done in the past. I try to keep my number trim and low.
Okay,
you know.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
You know,
Yeah.
keep it low and trim. You know, a few on hand when I'm feeling lonely. You know.
Yeah, definitely.
But,
Everybody feels lonely once in a while.
Every once in a while, you do feel lonely.
I have sex like every 2 months
Okay.
because, like, I feel that, like, my body is like a wonderland because John Mayer told me to. So
John Mayer. You hear it from John Mayer right now. Nice. You feel the same way? You just love hookups?
My body's a wonderland, but like the ride starts and stops a lot more times than this ride.
yeah, my ride like keeps going for a couple months, like so 60 days.
Do you guys go to clubs
They
or
won't let
bars
me in.
to hook up, or just have fun with friends? Like,
Yeah, I'll go. I just go to have fun with friends because I don't usually
look like
want to
they're
hook up with the
dating.
people I meet at those places. Like, I don't know. I have.
What's your name again?
Always playing it by ear. My name is
Right?
Uno.
Yeah.
Numero uno.
You play it by ear?
Playing it by ear. Constantly.
Okay.
You never know.
Okay. Yeah. What about you?
Well, I mean, honestly, the thing about one night stands is that if you're going out to look for one night stands, it might not happen.
Okay.
If you're just hanging out casually with your friends, it could happen.
Like,
know?
you take your time, you like wait, you like pace it out. You don't go out specifically for them. You just kind of like wait it out. Maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't.
Right. I mean, honestly, if you're going out for like one night stand specifically, you might wind up with the Brian Urlacher of women.
Whoa!
You might wind up with a linebacker.
Linebacker. Like an ugly person?
Yeah, like
like a butterface.
Butterface, a real big one.
Okay. How do you feel about that?
I do not like it. That's not cool.
Do you go out to just hang
No,
out with
I
friends, or-
believe that like if you're gonna hook up with someone, have a one night stand at least. Think that like maybe at some point in the future you could date her.
Okay.
Never hook up with someone and be like, fuck this girl, I'm not gonna talk to her after tomorrow. Like fuck that. Don't hook up with them. Just screw it. It's not worth it. And you're gonna hurt her.
Yeah.
And you're gonna feel like shit in the end when you're on your deathbed. So fuck that.
No, I don't think I've never stepped foot in a club and thought in my head like, oh, I'm gonna hook up with somebody and take them home to my apartment or home or wherever. I usually go to my apartment, I usually go to clubs in order to have fun.
Do you have any best or worst experiences?
Obviously.
My best experiences were I hooked up with 2 guys off Grindr in one night. And I felt horrible about myself.
Together or right after another?
Right after another, because my parents were out of town, and I was like, I'm gonna do something crazy. And I did it, and it was horrible. Well, no, it was great.
It was great. So how'd you get one out? You're like, oh, time's up or something?
No, we were texting for a while, but they were off with Grindr. I mean, Grindr. Hooking relationships up ever since 2009.
Really plug that in.
Can I get Grindr extra, please?
So, what is your worst?
My worst?
Yeah. Can you think of that?
Oh, I don't
There's so
know.
many.
Well, you think you're gonna fuck them, and then they're like, I got a parasite up my butt.
I think that hookups in and of themselves are fun. I have had a lot of fun with hookups, like who wouldn't want someone that you can just be sexually uninhibited with and just not have to deal with them ever again,
Yeah, definitely. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
You do whatever you want and then just you never have to see them again. Of course they're great, they're awesome. I don't think I've ever had a bad hookup, honestly.
There's been a couple, I feel like they're all good experiences. The only worst ones is when a guy's had a really tiny dick, and I have told people to go home.
It's all about the size in this world.
It looks like I fuck with tiny dicks.
Hell no.
Hell no. And so I feel like, there's a difference between average. I can totally work with average, but when your dick is really small and you're kind of ashamed of it, then I'm just like, you gotta go. Bye.
So you think you can get a relationship from a one-night stand?
Definitely. I've had many.
You had many? You had many? How long have they lasted?
Sadly enough,
How long have they lasted?
My big problem in life, and I'm being really open, and it's bad, but seriously, every time a guy.
What do you think about one-night stands?
Let her finish. What do you think?
No, this is way too open though, but I'm saying that it's impossible for me to have a true one-night stand because I always think if something happens that I have to pursue a relationship or I feel bad about myself.
Okay, cool.
And then usually it ends up being a relationship that I'm not happy in.
All right.
That's all it happens.
How about you guys? What do you guys feel about them?
Well,
And be sure that
honestly, the girlfriend that I'm dating now, I've been dating her for 4 years, and it was a one-night stand. Worked out pretty well.
Oh, wow.
So,
That's congrats.
One-night stand.
That's not too good.
That's really good.
She was laughing at my jokes, and I just said, hey, let's go out to dinner, and ended up being a one-night stand, and we've been dating ever since.
That's awesome.
Most of mine are usually kind of rebounds, and they're usually not one-night stands. It usually happens a few times or not. And how she said, so one or two turned out to really
your one-night stands. Okay.
Listen. We're talking about one-night stands. This is what it comes down to. Listen. Numero uno. That's the nickname that I was awarded because of all of the one-night stands that I acquired.
So do you want to comment how many, or is that too much?
Numero uno.
Number one.
One.
It means one.
That means one. That means.
Listen to me. Listen. When you're talking about a broad
If the ladies were talking about him, they call him numero dos cientos.
Numero 29.
Okay, we're going all Spanish on us right now.
It depends on what you're searching for.
Okay.
If you want a nut, then you can get a nut, no matter where you go or where you're from. But if
by nut, what do you mean?
An orgasm.
I'm just wondering. Sorry, everybody has their own definition for everything.
Yeah. No, if you're looking for an orgasm, then you can find an orgasm. And you can sometimes get them by yourself if you're looking for it. However, I just feel that if you're looking for an orgasm, you can find one. If you want anything more than that, then you should not hook up. My second relationship began as a hookup. It did. I'm gay, obviously. This is Boystown.
I would hope so.
My second relationship began as a hookup. Like in my head, I was, like this is just some guy. We're just gonna hook up. Apparently, he liked it, and then he wanted to continue it, and I allowed it to happen. He ended up being, the second love of my life. So. That's just what happened.
Very cute. Very cute. I mean, did it last long, or not to be more into it, but did it last?
Yeah, we're still currently like really good friends. We still have a really good relationship. So
that's great. So like, if you could get a relationship out of it, that's great. But if you're friends, that's even better.
Yeah. But my advice would be not to go into any sort of hookup thinking that you're about to have any sort of relationship after it. Like, if it's a hookup, then that's what it should be. You don't want to be the attached crazy person that you just randomly met at the bar. Like, no one wants to be that.
Yeah, like communication's best. Like, talk to your person, talk to them, and see what they're feeling, right?
Indeed.
Yeah.
If you can have a one-night stand and it's meant to happen, you're gonna have the reaction. You're gonna go for it, and you are gonna love that person, and then it'll turn into a relationship. I've had my one-night stand for 4 years, and I love it.
So you're still dating?
I am still dating.
Wow.
Real original.
You're still
Marriage
anytime soon?
Well, I mean, I don't know. We'll see about that.
You're hoping, like...
I can't say anything about that.
Little hints?
We'll see. I don't know.
No? Okay.
I don't know. I mean, like, it's not my choice to say that, so...
Yeah, definitely. I don't think he'll see
Scott's halfway down the block by now.
You never know. You never know. You never know.
Being Clyde's Oaksdale is, if you're a lady, I'm not about the one-night stands.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just about tapping into your maple tree and tasting the syrup.
Yeah, right.
You heard it from the best here. You heard it from the best right now. Clyde Owen.
That syrupy taste. That syrupy taste is what keeps me coming for more.
Okay.
And therein lies the whole truth behind.
You tap the tree, you take a quick sip, and you say, is that too sweet, or is that right what I'm looking for? Is that right down my alley?
It's ripe for the syruping.
And if it's right for the picking, then damn.
Then that's a keeper for you?
Maple syrup is maple syrup.
It's all...
And when it comes to maple syrup, there's only maple syrup.
You heard it. You heard it here. You heard it. I couldn't have said it better than myself, right? But do you think I'm hookable material?
For me?
Yeah, for you.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. You are a pretty strapping young lad.
Oh, thank you.
And so I definitely let you tap this. I mean, if you're totally cute. My dad, he's always like, you're gonna bring home a skinny white boy with skinny jeans and gauges.
My mom was like, you're gonna bring a black girl home.
Yes, this is perfect. This is fate. This is absolute fate. You're gonna bring it. This is where we met, talking about sex in the dark, scary alley. This is proof that I'm not stuck in his basement somewhere in chaos. Please subscribe to Codism 26. I promise he'll have great sex with you or for you.
Signing off from Boystown, thank you. Bye.